Alright guys, so here is your review for your Chapter 5 test that you have tomorrow. So follow along, do the problems with me, and you hopefully will do really well tomorrow. So, let's start with solving the proportion. Remember, when we are solving proportions, the main thing that we want to do here is remember our cross product property. When we do our cross product property, we have 28 times n, so we have 28n is equal to, so we have 25n is equal to 420. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So we divide by 28 on both sides. We end up with n is equal to 420 divided by 28, which is 15. For our next one, we do the exact same steps. I'll use blue this time. So we have 16 times x, so 16x is equal to 28. That's 7 times 4. Divide by 16, divide by 16. That crosses out. X is equal to 28 divided by 16, which if you simplify it, is 14 over 8, which again simplified is 7/4. So x is equal to 7/4. All right. So our next one, same steps again. 11 times 27 and 3 times z. 3 times z is 3z. 11 times 27 is 297. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Z is equal to 99. All right, moving on. Same steps. Y and 54, 9 and 44. So we have 54y is equal to 396 divided by 54. Divided by 54. Y is equal to 7.3 if you do it as a decimal, or a fraction would work too, but the fraction would also be equal to 7.3. Okay, now for these, we do our same steps, but they're just a little bit different. So we have 4 times 4, that's 16. And then we have 8 times s plus 1. So that s plus 1 means that we need to do our distributive property. A goes to the s, a goes to the 1. We rewrite 8s plus 8. We subtract 8 on both sides to get this 8 out of the way. 5 8 is equal to 8s. Divide by 8, divide by 8. S is equal to 1. Okay, so now we're finding the slope of the line. Remember that our formula, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, you can do this. You could plug your numbers in, but I'm going to show you that there's an easier way to do it for this one. So if you just go from one point to another, they're both on the vertices, meaning like they're in the middle of their perspective points. So slope is the same thing as rise over run. So to get from one to the next, I go up 1, and I go to the right 2. So my slope is going to be 1/2. Now, if you plugged it into the equation, you would have 1 minus 0 over 2 minus 0, which is also 1/2. All right, so here, these are not on the points perfectly, so I actually need to plug it into my equation. X2, y2. So now I have 2 minus 1.6 over 5 minus 4, 0.4 over 1, or I could just say my slope is 0.4. All right, for this next one, I'm going to count on this one since these are both in the middle of their points. So rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My run is 1, 2, 3, 6 over 3. So my slope is going to be 2. You could have also plugged it into this equation. You would have had 3 minus -3, which is 6, and then 1 minus -2, which is 3. 6 over 3 is 2. All right, so find and interpret the slope. We can take any 2 points that we want for these ones. So I'm just going to take the first 2, plug it into my equation. This is x1, that's x2, y1, y2. So I have 15 minus 9 over 10 minus 6. 15 minus 9 is 6 over 4, which simplifies down into 3 over 2. That is my slope. Now what that means, remember slope is rise, which is my y values, and run. So if I want rise over run, then my slope interpreted is going to be servings per packet. So I could say that this is 3 servings for every 2 packages. I'll go ahead and write that over. 3 servings. Let's just say for every 2 packages. On this one, we're going to do the same thing. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. So I do 20 minus 10 over 4 minus 2. That's 10 over 2. My slope here is 5. And then if I was to interpret it, I would say 5 miles per hour, since this is my rise, since it's my y's, and this is my run, since it's my x's. So 5 miles per hour. All right, benefit concert with 3 performers lasts 8 hours. At this rate, how many hours is a concert with 4 performers? So we know that 3 performers is 8 hours. And we want to know how long it would be with 4. So I do my cross product. 32 is equal to 3h divided by 2, or sorry, divided by 3, divided by 3. If you were to divide, you would get that h is equal to 10 2/3 hours, or in terms of hours, that would be 10 hours, 40 minutes. Either one will work for that one. Actually, you know what? For this one, I would want this answer, because this is talking about time. Okay, so 2/3 of an hour is 40 minutes. There we go. Last one, the table shows the profits. Tell whether x and y show direct variation. Ooh, you know what? Actually, don't even worry about this one. Direct variation we did not talk about, so I'm not going to test you over it, so we don't need to worry. All right, so this one is actually going to be our last slide. So do the problems first, and then make sure that, your answers are matching up with mine. And good luck on your test tomorrow.